So why are some people calling the NRSC versus FEC? Is that it?
Yep.
Citizens United 2.0.
Well, because it actually allows for more billionaire money, more big money, more corporate money into our system, into our election, right? And it's one more case where the Supreme Court has taken what limited guidelines we still have around campaign finance and is throwing them out the window, all in favor of the biggest. And so it's going to continue to drown every day. And so this case is specifically a party committees and their limits to candidates and their ability to court. And put in simplest terms, it now means that there's unlimited ability to funnel money to candidates. And it's one more avenue open for the biggest stone. So I think that we are going to see billionaires and corporations taking advantage of this loophole, and Americans feel more left out. But we are going to continue to fight to get the right people elected to office who will then actually once they're, because that's how we begin to hold them accountable. And
Interesting. And now I think you answered my question. I was going to ask, how do supporters and critics see it differently? But again, this is why we have you, and, we have the platform that you're on and the Reform Group trying to take on all of this stuff. It's just, a lot of it's so overwhelming with information because everyday people doesn't have time to read court cases and, Supreme Court decisions because, they're working honestly multiple jobs. They have kids, have, families and stuff like that. And it's really not the American people's job to always constantly have to read up on everything. You know what I mean? If you want to read it, research it, okay, cool. But it's just like constantly, it seems like the American people are put forth and having to tackle all of these issues that the government that they're under always seems to just screw them over. And then the politicians get into office, they say all the right things. And then when they get in office, they become corrupt. They sell their soul. They start lobbying and all of this stuff. And so, again, I think what I take from this is you guys are putting attention on it, call of action. And I think that is super important. And so I'm kind of interested to see where all this leads.
Well, if folks want to learn more, they can go to endcitizensunited.org and join in the fight, right? We need volunteers. We have volunteers doing postcarding programs and phone banks and text banks. We have legislative and ballot measure fights across the country. And we have a list of candidates that we are endorsing and working with who are real champions on these issues, and that they're going to come to Congress or in their statewide office and make real stuff. Any Citizens United.
Awesome. I'll be sure to put that in the description also, so the listeners can, just click on that link and see what it's all about.